Let's talk about the NOFX Mosh Pit. Now, if you've ever been to one of their shows, you know it's not your typical let's see how many people we can knock out kind of mosh pit. Nah, the NOFX Mosh Pit is more like a punk rock carnival mixed with anarchy and a bunch of people trying not to spill their beer. You walk into that NOFX pit and you immediately feel like you're in the middle of a punk rock house party that got way out of hand. You've got people in bandanas, trucker hats, and DIY jackets that look like they've seen better days, except it's all happening in the middle of a crowd that's having the time of their life. And then the music kicks in and suddenly it's like you've stepped into an episode of Jackass, but with better guitar solos. But let's be honest, NOFX fans are not there to fight. Oh no, they're there to have fun. The second that Mosh Pit starts, it's like a bunch of drunk college kids at a sorority mixer, except instead of shots of tequila, they're throwing good-natured elbows while shouting lyrics to songs like "Stickin' in My Eye" like it's their anthem to life. And you know what's wild about a NOFX Mosh Pit? It's all about the weird rhythm. You've got this group of people who are moshing in the least coordinated way possible. Someone's headbanging, someone's doing the two-step, and then someone else is just straight up spinning in circles like they're in their own personal dance battle. It's like the chaos of a punk show, but the unspoken rule is no one gets hurt as long as you don't step on someone's chucks. Now, if you get shoved in a NOFX pit, it's not like getting punched like you would in a Slayer pit. Nah, it's more like you're getting accidentally knocked over by a drunken skater dude who's more worried about spilling his beer than about actually taking you out. And then, of course, you've got the classic moment when someone's just suddenly lying on the floor in the middle of the mosh pit. And instead of people stomping on them, everyone's like, "Oh, are you alright, man?" The compassion in a NOFX pit is incredible, folks. Speaking of compassion, let's talk about how NOFX fans don't want to hurt each other. You're moshing, you're getting jostled around, and then, wham, you accidentally bump into someone, and they're like, "Whoa, dude, are you okay?" It's the opposite of every other mosh pit in existence. NOFX fans are like, "Yeah, let's knock into each other, but if you drop your beer, I'll help you pick it up." It's a punch you in the face and say sorry kind of environment. The complete opposite of the usual "I'm gonna throw elbows and good luck with your face" vibe of other pits. And then there's always that one guy, the dude in the Hawaiian shirt, who's just moshing with so much joy that he might actually be happy he got shoved into the pit. He's out there moshing with a smile as if he's about to hit you with some surprise dance moves straight out of the 80s, like, "Check out my sweet spin." And you know what? You can't even be mad at him. He's got this innocent excitement like he's never been in a pit before, and honestly, we all need more of that energy in the world. Let's talk about the real MVPs of a NOFX show, the weed connoisseurs. You're gonna find a little bit of everything in that crowd. First, you got the classic stoners who bring pre-rolls they've been saving for weeks. Then you got the DIY botanists, the ones carrying those mysterious edibles that may or may not be 100 milligrams each, and they have that look like they just ascended to another dimension by the third song. And let's not forget the hotbox heroes. You'll smell them before you see them, forming a tight circle, puffing so much you'd think they're personally trying to terraform the venue into a reggae festival. And then we got the NOFX girls, punk rock queens who have seen everything. They show up in ripped fishnets, patched up jean jackets, and eyeliner that could cut glass. These are the women who will stage dive, take a boot to the face, and still keep singing every lyric while holding onto a half-spilled beer. They're fearless. They will shove you if you take up too much space, but will also pick you up if you wipe out. Absolute legends. Now, the NOFX guys, they're an interesting breed. They range from drunken philosopher who just wants to tell you why punk in Drublet changed his life, to dude who refuses to wear a shirt even though it's freezing outside. And then you've got the guy who thinks he's Fat Mike. He's got the dyed hair, the attitude, and he might even have a bass strapped on just in case the band needs him. Hardcore NOFX fans are a special kind of dedicated. They know every deep cut, they've been to every tour since '95, and if you say something even remotely inaccurate about the band, they will correct you. They'll tell you about the time they saw NOFX in a tiny club where Fat Mike puked on stage and kept playing like nothing happened. These are the fans who have NOFX tattoos in places that should never be tattooed. Now, we gotta talk about injuries. Stage diving at a NOFX show is a rite of passage, but let me tell you, there's a fine line between legendary and disaster. One minute you're soaring through the air like a punk rock angel, and the next, you're eating floor because the crowd decided, nah, not catching this guy today. I saw one dude take a leap and completely miss, like he was trying to body slam the hardwood. He popped up, grinned, and just walked it off like he meant to do it. Respect. And let's not forget about the classic mosh pit accidents. 1 minute you're throwing elbows to linoleum and the next you're on the ground because someone's Doc Martens took you out like a WWE finisher. But the beauty of a NOFX pit is people actually help you up. You're not getting trampled to death, you're getting 3 different hands pulling you up while someone else hands you a half-empty PBR as a peace offering. And let's be real, somebody is getting up on stage. Whether it's a drunk dude trying to hug Fat Mike, a girl crowd surfing directly onto the drum kit, or that one guy who grabs the mic and just screams gibberish before diving back into the pit. It's inevitable. Security barely tries anymore. They just shake their heads like, here we go again. And at the end of the show, you're sore, covered in sweat, your clothes are ruined, and you've got beer on you, and not just on your clothes, I mean in your hair. But you know what? You've survived it. Thanks, everyone. You've been awesome. Don't forget to check on the guy in the Hawaiian shirt. He might need a ride home after his life-changing experience in the NOFX mosh pit.